I'm back again, world. And today is Monday, the 16th, I believe. Mondays suck. Sometimes I often joke with my family or whoever I'm with that if I ran for president, part of my platform would have to deal with Mondays. I will fix it where nobody will work on Mondays. Sunday would be the day people will work on if they want to, and Mondays would not be optional. You would have to take Mondays off with pay. Some of you big shot companies can afford to pay your employees to not have to come in and bust their hump and stress out with dumb stuff that's left over from wherever, Friday and the weekend, whatever. But sadly, we don't live in a world like that. What I do hate are people who have the nerve to come in thinking for whatever reason they got seniority and want to be rude and disrespectful to you. I'm the type of person that, while I know I'm no saint, I do try to get along with people for the most part. I try to do my job. I try to work with people on a daily basis. I get that everybody's got different personalities and temperaments and stuff. I'm no different. What I don't like is one, laziness, two, rudeness, which I confess I'm like, again, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. And three, the thing that I hate most are know-it-alls. And I mean those folks who will come in just because they got a little bit of seniority and try and tell you how things work or ought to work or don't work, especially when you are the one who's been catching it, trying to do your job the best of your ability. Little or no help, very little in the way of benefits. Let's face it, I'm not getting benefits here. I work through a temp agency. And I only get 75 cents more an hour than what I got work elsewhere, which ain't much. We all know in today's economy, you cannot, with all these rich folks moving into Asheville, you cannot live on anything under $13 an hour. Let's be honest about it. Very few jobs are offering to pay that kind of money for you to come to work and bust your hump and show your loyalty and not what. Whereas everybody else is struggling just to make it. Very few of us have jobs that we like to do, that we love to do, that we have a passion for. Me, I want to be a writer. I want to own my own little comic book business or whatever. Heck, I'd be happy if I had a job working in a comic book shop. It might not pay much, but at least I know I will get paid, and I'll be doing something I genuinely love. And that's not to say at some point it won't make more money than what I'm getting right now. I might make double that. Who knows? Very few people have a passion and love to do something and get paid for it. My point is this. If you're one of those people who want to come in there and be rude and disrespectful and lazy and not want to do your job and then try and make somebody else feel ignorant and rude and like they're stupid, I'm not stupid. Now, I've been at this job for a little over going on 3 months now, and I've had a couple who I've had a bit of a problem with. At first, I thought it was just me. I thought maybe I was doing something wrong, or I obviously I thought I was doing something wrong, or I was doing, I don't know. I thought I was doing something wrong. At first, I thought it was me, but as time went by, I noticed little things that they did that were trying to tell me, and I talked to my wife about it, and she clued me in. They're trying to get you to quit. For example, when I told one of the girls that I had just changed the dishwater a half hour ago, we're supposed to change it every 2 hours or whenever it gets really dirty. Well, I had changed the dishwater not even 30 minutes prior to her coming in. And I told her, I mean, she was practically standing almost right next to me. She ignored me and let the water out. Another time, I went to scrub off one of the chopping boards, and the dude who does the dishes snatched it out of my hand like he didn't want me touching her, like I had the plague. And another time, the same woman who I just told you about, I was washing some square pans by hand and sprayed them off and tossed them in the sink with the rinse water. Why would she take those same pots that I just cleaned and toss them back in the dirty dishwater? And looked at me like I had done something wrong. Like I said, when I told my wife about it, I said, they're trying to get you to quit. Now, like I said, I try to get along with everyone. I'm not so evil or so hard-hearted or whatever that I don't deserve some measure of respect. I try to get along. I just got a compliment from one of the head chefs that saw what happened earlier today and basically shook my hand and said, hey man, you're busting your ass, you're doing it. You're doing what they probably couldn't do or won't do. Me and one of the girls who was on first shift literally had to push a cart roughly the size of this bookshelf, only a little longer, with nothing but over a dozen or more trays, at least 15, 16 trays full of plates and glasses and silverware, all the way from the Edison to the Heritage dish room. And then we couldn't figure out how to get the dish machine to run. We pressed the button and it was saying on power, but it wasn't moving. It wasn't, the conveyor belt wasn't moving. And I didn't know how to turn it on. So I got frustrated and said, look, we got to get back there and knock the rest of these out. Well, she had to leave at 5. So that left me to pretty much try and catch up what we had to do by hand. By hand, people. Now, if the mechanic who came in there earlier said that the reason the dish machine isn't working is because there's something caught up or plug or clogged in one of the pumps. That's why it's not cleaning the dishes properly. I tried to explain this to my 5 o'clock help. They pretty much thought I was stupid or didn't know what I was talking about to begin with. And when I told them what happened and what we had to do over in Heritage, one of them, the one who's lazy, sat up there and told me to go get it when I was busy trying to clear all the trash that was piling up. I'm the type of person that I'll do my job to the best of my ability, but I am not your slave. I am not your doggone dumbass, and I'm not going to be your fool. And if you're too lazy to come in on time to your job when you're supposed to be there at 5 o'clock, or maybe 5 till or 10 till, knowing or not knowing what's going to happen, not knowing what the situation is, and yet coming there and try and tell me how to do my job, and I've been doing it better than you. I was washing dishes when I was knee-high to a diaper. Heck, I don't know how old this guy is, but I'm 58. If I shave all this off, I probably look a lot younger. But I've been doing dishes since I was in Job Corps, and that was back in the freaking 80s, 1980 to be precise. So I know how to do. Hell, I was doing dishes before I even went to Job Corps. My point is, if you're the type of person that's lazy, don't want to do your job, and expect somebody else to run rampant and crap for you, guess again. Slavery died almost 150 years ago. If your fat, lazy ass will not get up, and yeah, I said fat. If your fat, lazy ass will not get up and do your job, why would you expect me to do it for you? I'm not. Now, I'm at this point where I'm trying to look at some options of trying to bring in finance so I can be my own boss. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I don't plan on making this my life's work, if you feel me. I don't plan on making being a dishwasher my career. Yes, I need a job, I need to pay bills, but I don't need the stress, the grease, or the hassle. If I need all that, I can do that by myself, to myself, at home. Like I said, I have enough to deal with, but I will not deal with people treating me rudely and trying to get me to quit so they can, for whatever reason their issue with me is. If you're too damn lazy to do your job, why should I do it for you? That's a shout out to all you lazy ass people who can get away with pulling stuff you know you shouldn't be doing and expect someone else to pick up the slack. I'm not going to be the one. And when my stuff gets published, and it will be published. When I start getting that scratch, that money coming in, and a little bit of recognition for it, when I hopefully see one of my books on New York Times bestseller list, or hell, even on the North and South Carolina bestseller list, when I start getting that recognition and some of that money coming in, guess what? I'm not going to give a rat's tail that you treat me like crap, because I'm not going to be thinking about you. I'm going to leave you in the dust of my memory, far, far off in my memory, as in I'm not even going to be thinking about you. And who knows, maybe I'll see you at a book signing. You autograph my book? And I may autograph it, remembering the crap you did to me. And then again, I may just say, you know what, it ain't worth it, and may just smile and move on. Sign your book and get you out of my face. But understand this, when I do make it, a lot of you are going to be sorry for the way you treated not just me, but other people equally so. Like I said, I know I'm no saint. I do a lot of things that God ain't pleased with. Heck, I've done things that I'm not pleased with. But I'm not going to take abuse on the job for anyone. I don't care how much they pay me. I don't care what the deal is. I didn't come here to be abused, and I'm not going to sit here and put up with crap that I know I can go somewhere else and probably do better, or at least well enough that I don't have to stress myself. Like I said, I got some things in the works, and they are going to happen. And the only one that's going to stop me outside of God Almighty would be myself. And I ain't trying to be my own worst enemy. I have enough of being my own worst enemy, spiritually and mentally and emotionally speaking. I don't need to stop myself financially. I'm trying to get out of the hole we're in and into a better position for my family. And I will get it. Not by hook or by crook, but I will get it. And all you people who have done dirt, not just to me, but to other folks who have tried to do the same thing I'm trying to do, get along, trying to get by, you're going to feel some kind of way when you stand before the judgment throne. And that's all of us, myself included. We're going to feel some kind of way when we stand before the judgment throne. And the Lord's going to say, why did you treat that person who was trying to do their job like crap? Just thought I'd give you a heads up. I am not here to be your human punching bag, verbally, emotionally, mentally, or whatever. So get through your head. If you don't like how I do my job, or if you're too lazy to do yours, don't expect me to do yours for you. Peace out.